What is going on YouTube? My name is Andy from Little RV Big Life, and today I want to talk to you about starting a fire with a single matchstick. Hello and welcome. I just wanted to say every single Monday we post videos just like this about our camping life and living full-time in our camper every single Monday. So follow along on our adventures by hitting that subscribe button. So many of you probably have bundles of wood just like this sitting underneath your camper. And today I want to talk to you about how to process that so you can start your fire in one match. You can do this just for the heck of it, to impress your friends, or to learn more about your bushcraft. Let's get started. So what we are going to do is process into different sizes, and this is how we are going to do it. All right, go ahead and open up that bundle. So now we're gonna have some big logs like these. These have already been quartered, so they're not too hard to process. You don't have to chop down a tree and get it completely made into quarters like these. Now the tools that I recommend to have, so you can have a hatchet. This is one that my grandfather gave me when I was young. A fixed blade knife. This one is a mini K-bar. I believe it's made by Crazy Monkey. We are not sponsored, so I wish we were, but this is a great knife. And I like to use a dead blow hammer. The reason why I use the dead blow hammer, you'll see here in a second. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is get our hatchet started. If you have an axe, that's completely okay. It'll probably help because of the extra weight. So I just go ahead and get my hatchet started. This is where the dead blow hammer comes into play. And what we're trying to do is split the wood just like that, processing it down into a little bit smaller pieces. This guy's pretty green. You can see that's why this one took so long to get through. So here's one that might be a little bit better. We're just making smaller and smaller pieces so that we can work our way up into that fire. And sometimes you can just break off little pieces like this here. We'll just break off these little pieces so you can have your small kindling in play without having to do any extra work. Now, this thin piece like this, they're great. You just have to be really careful with them so you don't cut yourself. I like to take the knife, and this is where a solid fixed blade knife comes into play because you can use it just like the axe and break off little pieces. Alright, what we're going to do next, now that we have those logs processed down, we are going to make some tinder. Now these are fine strands of those same branches that we had before that we processed down. Now in bushcraft, a lot of people like to call these feather sticks. How you're going to make these feather sticks is you're going to take some of those pieces that you've processed down, and all you're going to do is you're going to slide your knife down the edge, and you'll see, depending on how much pressure you put down, the deeper you cut, the less of a curl you're going to get. The more curl you get, the better it's going to be able to catch that fire. So you're just sliding your knife down the edge and creating these curls. You're going to keep doing this until you have a decent pile, because that pile is what is going to be the heart of our fire. Do this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and you should have a decent amount of that tinder. Alright, so we are over here at our fire ring. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna pan down and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna do to start this fire. So what I like to do to start off with is make a nice flat bed so I can get everything started down here in the bottom of our fire pit. Then I'm going to take some of the smaller sticks here and create just a little bit of a bed for it. Then I'm going to take these feather sticks and I just push them together just very gently, because if you get them too tight together, there's not going to be enough air inside of there and you're not going to be able to start a reliable fire. So what I'm using is Coleman waterproof camp matches. Now these aren't going to be the best matches to use because they actually have a wax coating on the outside of them that makes them kind of hard to start sometimes. But this is going to be our one match. So we're going to light that and just going to stick it down here. Now if you get a little bit of angle on your match, it will stay lit just a little bit longer. So now we have a little bit of fire going here, and we're going to take our small kindling, I'm going to put it over top. Make sure to be gentle with this fire because it is fragile at this point, but it will soon grow much bigger. And once you see the kindling start to catch a little bit more, go ahead and keep putting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger sticks onto that fire. If you see it start to die out a little bit, go ahead and throw a little bit more of that tinder on there to keep it going. And I'm just placing the sticks on here in a teepee fashion so we get an even fire all the way around. If you start to see some white smoke like that, you accidentally put the fire out. Soon enough, you will have a big enough fire where you can start putting some big sticks on there. And just like that, you've gotten yourself a nice fire started. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel grow and succeed. Anyways, for now, my name's Andy, and I will see you in the next video. And be careful with those sharp items. If you notice the blue wrap on my leg, yes, I dropped my axe. It did hit my leg and just magically kind of left a little bit of a gash in there. Be careful, be safe.